If you're looking to take control of your money but you have no idea where to start, I have compiled a list of some of my favorite finance books for beginners. These books don't require any prior financial knowledge. They contain information to help you get a handle on getting out of debt, making plans for your future, understanding your money mindset, and to take steps to move towards a positive relationship with your finances. And they are generally a great starting point for learning more about money. So let's jump in with the first one. So The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. So if you've heard of any of these books, then it's probably going to be this one. The man himself is a bit of a Marmite character, and he's done some stuff that I probably don't agree with. So I'm not necessarily invested in Dave Ramsey as a person, but I think that his book provides a great starting point for anybody looking to make a difference with their finances. So Ramsey guides you through his step-by-step process to getting out of debt and building wealth, going through his system that he calls baby steps. Baby step number 1 is to save $1,000 for an emergency fund. You can translate this into like £1,000 if you're in the UK, or find a suitable figure that works for you. Baby step 2 is to pay off all debt, excluding your house, using the debt snowball. Baby step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of your household expenses as part of a fully funded emergency fund. Baby step 4 is to invest 15% of household income into a retirement plan. Baby step 5 is to save for your child's college or university funds. Baby step 6 is to pay off your home early, so that's your mortgage. And then baby step 7 is to build wealth and give. It's definitely very debt focused. So if you're in the fortunate position of having no debt, then this might not be the right book for you. I would recommend reading this book and taking out the parts that work for your situation and just skipping over the bits that don't work quite so well. He is very much about the idea of tough love. He's going to tell you exactly like it is and make you take a hard look at your financial situation. Therefore, if you're looking for a bit more of a empathetic approach to managing your money, then this might not be the one for you. Now, despite some of the negative things that I have said about this book, this is probably one of the best books out there in terms of beginners finance books and moving your finances forward if you are in a tough position. It is very thorough and gives lots of guidance about moving from a position where your finances make you stressed and uncomfortable right through to financial independence. So the next book I want to talk about is called Manage Your Money Like a Fucking Grown-Up. Sorry for the swears there, okay? This is not for kids. This book is written by someone called Sam Beck-Bessinger. Now, I read this book a long time ago and I really liked the practical advice inside. So if you like straightforward, no nonsense, slightly sweary books, then this is the one for you. So this is a great option for people in their 20s and 30s, specifically female millennials. Although this book can be appreciated by all ages. This book strips money back to the basics and teaches all the things that you wish you'd learned in school. If you're worried about finance books being filled with jargon that makes you go, what on earth does that mean? Then this book has none of that, so you are in good hands. It can always feel a little oversimplified in places, but it teaches you about stuff that is very complicated, diversification, compound interest, etc., in a way that is really easy to understand. It has games and activities packed into this book, along with some really practical guidance that can give you a good grip on your financial situation and help you move forward. It's like the perfect gift for like a young adult. So if you're wondering about birthday presents this year, this could be the one. So the next book I want to mention is Money, A User's Guide, and this is written by Laura Whately. So this is another book that is aimed at millennials, and it's specifically for those people who would consider themselves financially illiterate. So this is a guide that's broken down into 3 sections. So you can dip into and out of the things that are relevant to you and are not relevant to you. You don't necessarily have to read it from cover to cover, but I do recommend that you do so. So part 1 looks at the things relating to money that are most specific to her audience. So this is things like buying a home and pensions. And she really strips back these areas of money. Part 2 then looks more at the psychology and the emotions that we have around our finances and how you can go about addressing them. Then part 3 looks at ethical finances, so dealing with your money in a way that has a positive impact on the environment and the world around us. This is a really comprehensive book, but it is written in an informal style that makes it accessible to all. It's really easy to digest and gives you lots of actions to take away. Now the final one I'm going to mention today is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. So this is another really practical book that has a 6-week program that tackles 9 areas of personal finance. Although the book suggests you do it over 6 weeks, that is not compulsory. You can do it at your own pace if you want to. This is one of the first books I ever read about finance, and it really changed my perspective on a lot of things. I probably have my current investing and saving habits to thank Mr. Ramit Sethi for. He was the one that laid them out simply and in an easy to digest manner and enabled me to take those first steps in that world. There's also not so much of a guilt vibe to it. So in some of the other books, like particularly the Dave Ramsey book, it's like, don't spend money. Whereas Ramit focuses more on doing things around what feels right for your personal circumstance. The investing content in this book is particularly good. It really lays it out in a simple way and makes it seem like anybody can do it. There is both an American and a UK version of this book, so if you're on the hunt, make sure you get the right version for you. I will drop the links to these in the description below. The world of personal finance can be a minefield, but I find that there is a lot of comfort in reading a book. So if your money situation is stressing you out, then why not head to the library, grab your Kindle, load up Audible, and find one of these finance books to check out. Whilst you're there, don't forget to hit the like button, drop me a comment if you have any suggestions for my next read. I will see you in the next one. Bye.